Alright, hello and welcome to a tour of a room here at Harrah's in Reno, Nevada. I'm in room 1750 in the East Tower. As you can see, here is a floor plan. This is my room. These are the main elevators, and interestingly, they even show the service elevators on the map. Kind of cool. That's your standard regulations crap. And that is also viewing standard a sheet talking about how they want to be green. Standard deadbolt. Well, it would be standard if it worked. Well, maybe it does work and it just doesn't feel like it. But it doesn't really matter because up here you have the standard security latch, which will physically keep the door from being able to be opened. There's a light switch right here next to the door, which controls a single overhead light. And now you get a little sneak peek into the main room. But first, we'll go into the bathroom. Tile floor. Toilet straight ahead with your assortment of towels above it. Nice, they even give you an extra roll of toilet paper. Here's the brand for anyone who cares. And like most of the fixtures in here, this seems to be a little bit of an older toilet. It does have a very strong, nice flush to it though. And the seat is very heavy. To the right, behind the door kinda, is the bathtub shower. Non-slip mat. Pretty typical. Again, these tiles look to be a little on the older side, but they're clean, so I don't really care. There is both a soap holder down low and up high, one for ADA compliance, as well as that hand grip. It's interesting, there's this little, like, curtain thing hiding the actual curtain rod. Not really sure why. The curtain rod in here is a straight one, even though the most common these days is a curved rod to give a little more space while you're in the shower. I brushed over the towels. I just wanted to say that there's plenty of assortment. There are 2 hand towels. Actually, I'm not sure how many regular towels. I didn't count them. I'm assuming 4. But there's plenty. Here's the actual sink area. You got a towel holder down there for your hand towels. That's where this toilet paper roll lives. Conveniently next to the toilet. Tissues. That towel was not originally there. There's your soap dish. The faucet, which does that. It has lots of pressure, although the water in Tahoe, Reno area is very soft. So it doesn't always feel like it. And that knob, for some reason, is off a little further back than that knob. Whatever. Here's your coffee maker. one unfortunate thing here. They've taken the approach of charging you for the coffee per K-cup. However, the coffee maker is not a fee. Therefore, you can bring your own K-cups to have free coffee in the room. Or, well, essentially free. Hair dryer. Next to this outlet and the light switch that's kind of askew. Hey there, got a big mirror behind the sink, of course, and a fluorescent tube light over the counter, which is kind of an interesting choice. It also is mounted slightly below the actual ceiling, so you get this weird, like, glowing effect off the side of it. I also forgot to mention that there is a light here in the main bathroom area, as well as a separate light for the shower. That's nice. There's also no fan in the bathroom, which means it will probably stay a little steamy, but it won't be obnoxiously loud. Just to recap, there's the door. You get this interesting shape here. I'm not sure if that's every room or if it's just because my room happens to be a corner room. Here's our cooler. Next to it is a garbage. Very small. There's a mini fridge. We'll come back to that in a sec. Hey there. Got a full length mirror here. Now we'll come over to this fridge, which, unlike some hotels, is not stocked and therefore able to actually be used. Very nice. Retaining the theme of this room, which is everything is kind of older but still in good enough shape. We have this very large TV console, armoire, whatever it's called. I don't have any idea. It's one of those ones where you can take the doors and close off the TV. That's actually the way that it came. Or it was, the way it was set up when we got to the room. Like that. There is no TV. I backed into the nightstand. There you go. No TV. Well, if it was off and not making a glowing picture through that crack. Those could slide a little bit smoother. You can tell they're a little older. Probably could use a little oil to help them along. Nicely, the TV is on this pull-out tray, so that even if you're off axis, you can still see it, because otherwise it'd be blocked by those doors. To note, though, this TV in particular, when you pull it in and out, sometimes will get a little funky on the picture, so there's a little bit of a loose connection thing going on back there. Also, it appears to be a 32-inch, and it is an LG panel. Down here is quite dark. There's a couple of shelves there on the left. It looks like a good place for a safe, but one doesn't exist. And over here are a couple very deep, large drawers, which look to be very clean and roll smooth enough. A little bit smoother, actually, than the TV console doors themselves. To the left of the whole TV setup there is your closet space. An ironing board, of course. Hangers. And you can barely see it because it's kind of dark, but a luggage rack. Let's give this thing a test. There's a little bit of dust, but not bad at all. That's a place that often would get forgotten to be cleaned. But in this case, it seems like it has been fairly recently, so that's good. Over here, there's this picture on the wall, or artwork, whatever. More interesting shapes to the room. Here is one of two chairs. One's kind of been taken over by my stuff, so we'll skip over to this one. They're both identical, with a table in the middle. And a not quite the biggest window, but definitely large enough, which unfortunately has very bad glare to it, not just from inside the room, but there are lights down below shining up at the tower, and they hit right above the window on the outside. You can hardly see her now, and cause a really bad reflection, which is really annoying because there's actually quite a nice view of downtown Reno out there. You can see the ElDorado, the Silver Legacy, and the Circus, as well as another Harrah's Tower. Pretty much all the biggest ones here in downtown. Down below there is a transit center. And I forgot to mention here on this table is a nice bucket with cups that look like they could double as coffee cups. And a couple mini Total Rewards branded waters. Total Rewards being the Caesars Entertainment rewards program. Or the Players Club, I mean. If you look out to the right, you can actually see a little bit of, I don't know what it's called, but a field where earlier the Nevada State University was taking on Boise. I wonder how that turned out. Of course, you have two levels of curtains here, the shears and the blackout. Over in this corner is your AC system. Because of the placement, right down there is this intake, and it kind of pulls the curtain over it sometimes. I don't know if that would affect its ability to function or not. It's not hot, so right now, and it's not really cold enough for heat, so it's just kind of on, which means I don't get to find out if anything like that would affect its ability to heat or cool the room effectively. We are finally getting to the beds. This one's been a little bit destroyed by me. As you can see, I laid on it on that side. And I also have some stuff over here. They're very plush, feel very nice. This one is looking a little better. The way those pillows are not moved or anything, that's actually how they were set up when we got here. Very interesting arrangement. That's atypical for a hotel, at least in my experience. Here on this center nightstand, you have a lamp, of course, courtesy phone, and an alarm clock, which I kind of had to unplug to get in a phone charger. There are actually 4 outlets back there. However, they're close together, so if you have a big fat brick like mine, not gonna fit. I could probably plug it in on the other side with where the lamp is, but I don't really care. Wow, they actually still leave a phone book in here. Just kind of going along with the whole theme still of older. And that one's empty. Over here, we have another mirror and the thermostat, which I kind of skipped. Just a typical thermostat. So with that, it's gonna kind of conclude my tour here of the room at Harrah's in the East Tower. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.